people of the internet. It is I, Knuckles Productions 360, and I know it's been a while since I've done a LEGO set review, but today I'm taking a look at the LEGO Sonic 77005 Knuckles vs Dr Eggman Egg Crusher mech. It has 350 pieces, and you can see I've got the set right in front of me, but let's take a look at the box first. So you can see obviously in the front bit, right here, I'll just zoom out, it's all covered with, showing all the bits right here. You can see it's got, well, the mech, and yeah, so it's really cool, this set, because the mech you see here is actually featured in the Sonic Prime TV show, and I think that that's pretty cool, that they're giving us a mech actually from the show. And on the back it shows all the play features, such as Knuckles clashing into Eggman's mech, and then him firing with the stud shooter, and then one where Eggman's running away, and there's the catapult which can be used to launch Eggman, which I found very humorous. So without further ado, let's dive into reviewing this set. Okay, I've got the set right here, so let's dive into the minifigures. Now, both of the minifigures aren't exclusive to the set. Instead, they're just reprints of other minifigures that we've seen. So this Knuckles is from the Angel Island Master Emerald set. It's still a basic figure. You still got these knuckle bits, which I still can't get over how cool they are. But yeah, he looks great, honestly. And then we have Eggman. I mean, he's still the same. This is technically the cheapest way to get Dr. Eggman, if anyone's interested in getting him. I do like his design in LEGO. I mean, it's a million times better. The only downside, again, I would love to have the printing on the arms, but I think there's a bootleg custom that does that, so maybe I'll pick that up later on in the future. Moving on from the figures, we have all of the miniature builds here. So one of them that caught me off guard was the extreme gear, and yeah, it is an extreme gear, which is really funny. So you can put Knuckles here, and he's supposed to use it to go dashing into it. Again, I would have preferred maybe like a new minifigure to add to this. I don't know, like maybe perhaps Cream or something. I think it would be cool, you know, Knuckles fighting off Eggman because Cream got in the way, or I don't know, something like that. I would love to see Cream in LEGO. Then you got 3 rings here. They're basically the same ones as usual, so not really much. Then we have this cool catapult, which is really cool because you can put them there, and then Knuckles can step on it and fire it at Eggman. You get 2 of those, so that's really cool. And I suppose after the defeat of Eggman and his mech, if I get this quite well, Knuckles can have him sit right there, and then he can just go flying, you know. So that's quite funny, you know, you can send Eggman flying out the way. And yeah, so those are all of the miniature builds. So now let's get on to the mech. So here we have the Egg Crusher mech. I gotta say, this looks awesome. So starting off with the feet, you can see there's some really cool details around the side of it. Like this danger sign right here, I thought was a really cute little detail. Like these little bits here, the blue. And yeah, there's also some neat armor that adds in. And for articulation, it's on a ball joint, so you can move it all the way around. And then these bits here with the feet, you can move upwards like he's preparing to stomp on something. And yeah, then you can move it down like that. You do it in any really pose you want. Also, this goes really good for standing. So you can do any pose and it's really well done. So like, you can have him on one leg, which is really good. So you can have him do like a karate kick. And yeah, then moving on to the main bit, the big part. this has a similar layout to how the Egg Dragoon is laid out. There's some lights here. Normally there would be other lights going across, but I guess they couldn't do that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, there was a bit of a change around with the arms. In the original picture, which I'm going to show you right now, you can see that not only does the Egg Crusher have 2 claw arms, but here it has 1 claw arm and 1 gun arm. Now, I was not a fan of, in fact I made my own custom version, but here I think it's pretty good. Moving on to the gun part, all you need to do, it's very similar to other ones, is that it's on this bit, and when you move it, the studs get launched out. So it's almost like a rapid fire machine gun kind of vibe. I don't really want to let them all off, because then I'd have to find them again, but honestly, I like this gun. You can see it's got the spike bits all around here. Then moving on to the back part, you can see that it has these cannon bits, but it actually ties in with something. So you get 2 Chaos Emeralds of this set, as well as 2 of these little bits, and you're supposed to stick the emeralds in. Eggman gets the emeralds for powering him. And then there's this big exhaust bit at the back, which connects to the windscreen. And talking about windscreen, here we have my Dr. Eggman figure, and when opening up, Eggman can sit inside, but he has to really stand. There's not really anywhere he can sit. Let's see. Sometimes I like to take off that bit, because I think it helps. So let's see, can he get in there? I also like to raise the arms up a bit because then it helps. And then you can lower the arms like that. And you can put the windscreen back on. And then you put that on. And Eggman is inside the mech. And while it doesn't look like you can see him, you can kind of. I mean, here he is inside the mech. And I really like this. I think this is one of the coolest features. It adds up perfectly with Sonic Prime, and I think that this looks awesome. So, yeah, there's the Egg Crusher. So here we have the instruction manual. I just want to go through to the very last page, because that is where we have the advertisements for some of the new sets. So it does advertise the last wave, which had the Sonic's Campfire Clash, the Cyclone vs Metal Sonic, and the Bio Lizard with Super Sonic and Super Shadow. And this is kind of a almost re-release wave of, well, kind of, because the figures aren't really exclusive. And it's still back to only just 2 sets. So I like how you got Knuckles and Eggman, so I've got that one. I do need to get the Team Sonic Command truck. I'm still trying to get that one at the moment, waiting for a deal to really go on that one. But it looks cool, you know, you get a re-release of Sonic, Tails, you get new figures of Caterpillar, and then Burrowbot and Metal Sonic, which is really cool. And I do like that Chow print for the TV. I think that's really cool. Overall, I really like this set. I think it's not only a great value for over £35, but not only do you get Knuckles as well as Eggman, as well as a really cool mech. Again, the only downside with the set is perhaps it could have used an extra minifigure, so like a new character or something. Maybe one of the members of Team Chaotix would be really cool, to kind of go on with the fact that Knuckles is fighting, maybe another prop area, a new Badnik would be really cool. There's just a lot there. There was a problem with the arm, but besides that, I think the set is a must-get for Sonic fans. because it's a new Eggman mech outside of the Death Egg robot. And yeah, I would love still to get the Egg Dragoon as a set, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.